What up, what up, what up? Good morning. It is Wednesday the 4th. Lonnie here with ChartsNLabs. Coming to you with a little bit of a bummer. Not as happy with myself this morning as I have been with a successful small trading account that we've been building for the last good while. May look like just a small pullback, but this was very frustrating yesterday. And if you saw my video from yesterday, you'd be like, "Wow, that was crazy. Why are you frustrated with yesterday?" Because you hit that 360, you're up 17%, and you had the $700 buying power to go into the afternoon. And well, the reason why I make sure everybody knows that this is not financial advice is because sometimes I make mistakes, and I hate making mistakes. And I'm not a financial advisor, so you can't always follow me, but this is the familiarity that you need, that there is risk in taking these plays. And I went to the well one too many times, I guess you can say, yesterday. I got into a play on QQQ after hitting multiple plays in the morning. We're going to start with the 15-minute. And from Monday, I'm sorry, Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. So this was the opening candle right here, this large candle. And set the range. It broke below and was accelerating. It broke below this older line that I had. I played puts down to where it started getting, it wicked really hard. I grabbed calls, came up, and it hit my momentum cloud, and then stalled, and I got out, and it hit my profit target. Was the real reason I got out, because I was looking with a downside bias. I was looking for a tighter profit window on the call side. Captured my profit, and then it broke down and went below again. And when we hit this line, I tried to jump into calls. I was looking for a bounce back in here when this started wicking. I tried to capture this move again. I just was looking for one more pullback. And the market was really going, it was going down. A lot of tech was going down. And, AMD was like down 3%. Or not AMD, I'm sorry. NVIDIA was down 3%. And AMD was down like 1.5% or so. And everybody was kind of stagnant, sitting there. And I was like, man, I think QQQ is kind of divergent from some of the big tech names. And this was more playing on a gut feel versus a technical breakdown, because there was no reason to jump into more calls and then try to play hard against the market. There was a max pain threshold for QQQ yesterday that was pointing at 627, which is why I have the 627.41 mark, because I was like, man, that's a huge move if it goes up that way. So my original plan was, with that $700 buying power, was to only take about $200 of it, because I had made 360 that day, and I was okay with risking the 200 on a little bit of a gamble. Well, when I entered the position, I ended up actually doing 280 because I wanted to pick a better strike. So I already had gone over my $200 cap that I wanted to do, and I did 280. And you can see that I entered in about this window, and then we dropped down, and when we touched this longer support from previous trend, and it bounced and it started to come up, I jumped in and I grabbed more. Went back, and as it failed to come back and went back under, this big candle wiped me out right here. This killed me, ruined my momentum. I should have just, there was nothing really take my loss on, because it was a 0 day, and this is the risk of taking 0 day plays, is when one move goes opposite of you, you don't even have time to get out. So this candle was my make or break point. This candle killed me. This candle came up and gave me a chance that I could have got out with some small capital. But instead of that, right about here, I decided to just average. When we broke above this downtrend line, when we broke above that, instead of taking my loss, I aggressively tried to chase the play um, to to where I wasn't trying to get to 627 anymore. I was only trying to get to like the 619 level, and I thought there was a chance. So I ended up adding the rest of my $700. So I went from only trying to risk $200 to fully risking $700, trying to save all of it. Was quickly met with this candle that wiped it out, and it was done. Um, Small glimmer of hope here, then smoked, and then of course by the time it came up here, it was too little, too late. If this candle replaced this candle, I would have profited. If this move would have happened instead of these two candles, this half hour right here of the red and the doji was, take this candle and replace this one, and then the move up, I would have been in profit or at least break even. Might have probably maybe a 5 or 10% profit potentially, because I did have a good entry and I was in a very low average. And this move was pretty quick right here, which would have gave me a good IV. But I lost. I kept it, and I'm very upset with myself. For one, my strategy was to break down my capital into smaller positions so I wasn't risking the whole account. And I had made a daily profit goal um, with only using 2/3 of my account and keeping the other third there in buying power. And I could have, if I would have waited long enough, I could have got some really good entries, or I could have made some really good plays on um, the back end of the market, and I didn't. Um, I was out. So um, this did not go down as much as I thought, so we're gonna cancel that. I was trying to snipe this little put play on SLV. Um, we're seeing the market open, and they are going straight down right now. I was hoping they were going to go up a little bit more. Maybe they will. I'm trying to play a little SLV pullback once the market kind of recovers. I want silver to run up a little bit more. But you can see QQQ is dumping out the gate. Tech is down. It's an AI sector repositioning following this trend line. Do we see a relief bounce? Who knows? Very hard to see. AMD getting a little bit of some action. The bounce, I don't know if they would recover. I mean, this is a good level of support. It'd be a gut feel play. I mean, it's not a bad play because they are so down. Let's see what they're worth right now. This 210 area, 212 area would have to hold. This is a very key area from the past. To get it all the way back to 233 this week would be kind of crazy. I don't know if I see anything that gets me excited about that, and I don't want to get into this state of mind where I'm not disciplined in my trading just because I made a bad trade yesterday. Very frustrating yesterday, and I was having a hard time kicking myself all day. Yeah, I wanted to get the SLB put in. I just wasn't brave enough to chase the opening price. I was hoping that it was going to get over 83 or about 83, and that's why I had that super low bid in. That would have been a killer play. I don't know what it opened at. What did it end up opening at? The put. I have it on my watch list. Let me see. Investing. Saw 130, and now 130. 130 to 185 is a good hit. 173 and climbing. I wanted to play that one, but I don't know if I want to anymore. QQQ is my main play for the day trade, but AMD, can they hold this level? You know what, AMD? I'm sorry for beating you up so much. I think I got a little faith in you. You just can't get smoked the whole day, right? We're gonna be we're gonna bid for, these are cheap. Let's go with, we're gonna do this one. And what is the price? Where are we at on the price? Again, this thing is all over the place. So we're gonna do this 2.22, and we're gonna get 4 of them. Done. It's kind of a big position. It's about, we're up. Up pretty decent. Might have got a good entry on that. So now we're playing AMD. We need a recovery off this 210, and we need it to get up into the 220s would be nice. Realistically, this is a decent level. 220. Holy cow, 225 would be huge. Let's see. What are the odds that it could get there? That'd be a major run all the way back to that level. We're gonna even say 215. Let's see what happens when I get to 215. Oh, we have a nice little run up going. Up 22% already. Let's see. Simulate my returns. See what happens when you get a good entry. If we can get all the way up to 215. That becomes 368. You know what? We're gonna, it's a big move. How far can it go? What would have to make this thing? Dang. 217. 443 is almost 100%. That'd be pretty wild if we could get all the way up to 217. And if we look for our 217 level, that is right about where that blue line is. So we're watching this guy run. We got to see if we could get some momentum on it. Let me see. There's a solid green line. We will watch it. AMD is what we're on. This is not curling yet, so we still are going to hold this. 212 is a great number. A nice shot back up would be great. 213. Happy with that entry. Waited till the bottom. I waited 5 minutes. Normally I try to say wait 15 minutes, but made up for my loss a little bit. Oh, we're over 50% now. Big jump. Should have went all the way in. See, sometimes you could be, sometimes your stupidity could be good. But this time, up 50%. You know what? We're gonna set it for 4.44 and 4. Just for fun, let's see if we can. Okay, sure. Make my number be that. Submit. Done. Investing. My way is up there. I might just roll it down to 4 because 4. Selling 4 at 4 is a good number, but it's got a little bit of momentum going right now, and I'm here for it. Um, yeah, maybe I am gonna just take 4. Over that level, we're still going, so not mad at that now, and we're barely rounding, so there is room for this to climb back even some more. Oh yeah, we're going. Ooh. Um, did we lose our momentum? What happened? Oh, little red, little pullback. So, I mean, obviously that would be a crazy move up. That's too much. We're not going to go that crazy. I want to find a level in here. I guess that is. I should have sold at the 375. We're going to test this level right here. We're going to go pink, and we're going to make this one be green just to see. Oof, lost it. That's what I get for being greedy. Should have sold all the way back down. Gosh dang, Lonnie. All right, so what was that number? High was 560. That was at open. That's what it opened at. Okay, we're back up to the 323. We're not down. Just lost a lot of our momentum. But what was I looking at? My price to be 214. Let's see if it. I think I already touched 215. That's the 340, 216, 380, 217, 4. We're just going to sell these 4 for 4. I think it can get there. Instead of being greedy, we're just going to go 4 for 4. That would have been a good number. It didn't quite get there on that sale, so I'll act like I didn't miss it. And I'm just getting my $4 that I wanted. I'm happy with where I'm at now. I'm just going to try to make a QQQ play and see if this runs into it also. So because AMD is recovering, I'm also going to see if QQQ has a chance to recover. We are coming up on our first 15 minutes. Let me remove all my old drawings because I don't want to overcomplicate this and confuse me. As AMD is getting back to my number. Switch to the 15-minute candle. Looks like it's already established the range for us. We're going to take this auto off so I can move this up and see it. And let's see. Oh, might set a higher. Got 3 minutes. Can set a higher level on this. Sorry, we're gonna switch over and see 325. So this is our 50% point of profit. And we are gonna do the horizontal. I just gotta figure out, is my bottom set? It's looking to move up. AMD's, oh, come on AMD, get back up there. You were just doing so good. It is on the volume, 15-minute volume weighted moving average. Oh, it's trying to set a higher. I'm gonna be a little bit upset if I missed that 350 sell point. 330 was actually, or 333 if I could have set that. I don't know what is letting me set on AMD anymore. But see what this has got cooking. Oh no, bozo. 260 still good profit. I'm in at 222, so I'm up by 20% still, and it's climbing, or 15%. It's back into its range, so here we go. We're at the 14-minute mark, almost to our new candle. Ding, ding, ding. See what the headlines are real quick. Here's the focus. That was midday. What is driving the market today? Okay, now we have our 15-minute range. We can go ahead and establish that and that. Now we switch to the 5-minute. We're dead smack in the middle of it. You can see that it double tested and failed, so there's a push down again. Oh great, my AMD is probably back to break even now. Cool. Same thing as yesterday, Lonnie. Greedy, greedy, greedy. So that is a common thing that I have done in the past. It is a weakness of mine. It's called a revenge trade. Because I lost $700 yesterday, I wanted to make $1,000 today to make up for that $700 loss and then some. And I was pretty close. I was up 550 on that play, and I didn't take it. So now the question is, do I go all in on it? And QQQ is hanging out here in the middle. This is a important long-term zone for it. AMD is back to this level of 210 as well. So do we play QQQ to the upside to break out of this? I mean, this would be previous day's high right before close. This wick right here, 616, would be a really good move if we could break out of this 615. I just have, this is going to be a preemptive play if I play it that way, and I don't like doing that. But my gut says that's what's going to happen. AMD is going to spike back up, and we're going to get some green. The narrative is going to shift a little bit today because of the sell-off was so huge yesterday, and I don't think they're going to let the market go down too far too fast. Could be wrong. But yesterday also there was the drone attack attempt on the U.S. carrier. That happened right on one of those red candles that wiped out my play yesterday. So that was a little frustrating because if that didn't happen, I think there was enough momentum to come back up that I could have at least got a break-even point or something. But sometimes geopolitical tensions can happen and mess you up. So my gut is looking like it was right. I think AMD is going to run a little bit here, and that's going to push QQQ up. These are going, I look like the momentum is right on the cusp. AMD, I think AMD gets back to that 215 level today. Mm-hmm. If we're playing AMD to the upside, it makes sense to play QQQ to the upside. So might be a little bit early, but I think I'm gonna get into it. I'm not going big on this one though. $300 max play is what I'm looking. We'll get this one. We'll get two. Submit. Done. And this one I'm setting my sell right away because this is a 0 day. We're not playing games on it. We're not being greedy on it. Be cool to sell them for $2. So that is what we're going to try to do. Sell to 2.02. Submit. Done. And I'm keeping this 500 for a rainy day. AMD is now dead on your play line. Wow. The fact that I was up over 50%, I didn't take it. That is wild. What happened? Wow. Well, guys, that is going to be the video. That was me revenge trading, giving up my 50% profit to try to get 80% or 90% or whatever I was doing. Again, these are mistakes that are how you can ruin an account. You know, part of me is here saying, that's just reconfirming your 210. Get in now. Well, I'm going to be lowering these. Not using this. This will be done. If I don't make any profit on these guys, the cool thing is I have all week for this one. This one goes till Friday, so that's why I'm being a little bit more aggressive with this. But this one is a 0 day. I got to get this one to fill, and that is my trade, my 0 day trade, and I will be done after that one. This is saving for tomorrow, and I will hold this one until tomorrow, because if you look at it, it's coming back now, but we can simulate my returns and hypothetically say we got back to 220. Even tomorrow I could be in big profit with that. I can go all the way till Friday at and I'd have to get to say 222, which is what I bought it for, and then I could get to Friday's opening and I could still be 30+% profit. So the fact that I'm not a bad position with a 220 number. Of course, as long as AMD doesn't go down to 200, I'll be okay. But because I have today and tomorrow to let this thing try to recover some of its loss, I'm okay holding it. So that's partly why I held that one. I'm not going to average down anymore. I'm not doing that. Looks like QQQ was a bad play, though. I tried to be preemptive as we are testing the lower range now, which would be bad if we broke below this, because I don't even know where we have Would go 610, 608, 609. Crazy low level. So, but big buys at close typically lead to at least a push up at some point. So bounce this and go above this. We just need this level, honestly. The previous close is kind of high, so I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Sorry that I can't run this play out. I wanted to get you guys the update on why I was an idiot yesterday, and I did a great example by being an idiot today because I got an AMD on a perfect um, reversal, and it hit the level that I had marked, and I didn't sell. 50% or 70% apparently was not enough for me. I think we could have. I think we saw 390, but I likely could have got 375 or 350 would have even been a good number. Um, 350 would have been a good number. Let's see. That's 64% at 364. So that's probably about where I could have been. 60% play, and I would have been done. And now I'm down again because of the greed. So stay disciplined is the biggest example. And sometimes when you make a bad play like I did yesterday, today probably would have been a better day for me to even sit out and take the day off and re-strategize and reassess your discipline levels, um, so you're not making mistakes like that. So things, words of wisdom to live by: do as I say, not as I do, because sometimes I do some dumb stuff. Anyway, we're gonna let this play out. I'll get you guys an afternoon update if something exciting happens. We need a little bit of a reversal, and we need not to be um, overly aggressive with this one. We just need AMD recovery. Now we need some help, but um, hopefully this doesn't push too far. So, see you guys. Sometimes you lose.